That's the message, from the green agenda to social justice to everything when it comes to medicine, of course, and what we've experienced with this plant. Economics, you got the Safe Banking Act still sitting there, not passed. You got billions of cannabis dollars sitting out here while we're being told we're in a deficit. Really, why don't you allow us to unleash this industry?
To run our business,
and we'll bring manufacturing and all these other things back to America, because they're not making all the things that we could make in hemp and all this other stuff here with cannabis and overseas, and we could do that here and rejuvenate the entire country. It's real. It can happen.
Talk about a real economic stimulus package. Welcome back to another episode of MITA Unshackled, award-winning MITA Unshackled.
Love it. There we go.
Yeah,
well
award-winning MITA Unshackled here at MG BizCon. I'm hosting this one. Max Ulas from Dope SEO, and
I'm Tyler Skraybeck. I work for Dispo Packaging as the process manager. We do custom packaging, branding, and logistics.
Awesome. And I'm like fanboying here.
You and me both.
Dude, super fanboying here. I don't know if the man himself needs an introduction, but...
Hi, I'm Jim McMahon. Happy to...
That was a weird lead-in, right? Like, so sorry.
At BizCon.
I'm really bad at, the soft lead-ins. I should have been like, holy shit, this is, just an epic legend.
Yeah, it's all right, man. It happens a lot.
It doesn't. I got to lean back
when you're
again.
with Jim McMahon, that's
I know,
a big,
right? Yeah, Jim
GOAT.
McMahon. Pleasure to meet you.
Kyle Turley. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what are we talking about Nevada? Or are we talking about?
We're talking about marijuana, I think.
Marijuana. I love talking about marijuana.
Really?
It's one of these things we've been talking about for a couple days.
Yeah.
It feels like a lifetime.
That's right.
But yeah, this is marijuana.
Yeah.
How do you feel about marijuana?
MJ Biz?
Feel great about it.
Feel really good. Yeah,
Be feeling better when we're done with this show. We'll go outside and have another pound.
Have a little safety meeting again.
Yeah, you're cutting into it right now.
Gotta find the smoking section.
Damn it! All right, we'll have the safety meeting. Can we have the safety meeting on stage?
He's our chief tasting officer.
I think we should.
Okay.
Everything goes through him.
Okay. So tell me more about Revenant, because for anybody that doesn't know, Revenant's obviously a huge brand here in Vegas and Nevada in general. But for anybody that doesn't know, what's the history behind Revenant? What's going on with the brand?
Yeah. Now, we started in California, and then our associations with MITA go way back, and so we used that to launch Arizona not too long ago,
nice.
Almost a year ago exactly. Now we're in Missouri, Michigan, Illinois, and working on every other state that we can.
Awesome.
Continue to grow the brand. We started in California, and it was just a mission-driven brand, venture of trying to put together all these different guys that have had this same experience in cannabis, of having, the ability to get off all these stupid pills and just use this plant, and it works. And so we're just continuing to try to spread that message as wide and big as possibly can.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's right.
Spread the message. So for anybody, spreading the message, how is Revenant expanding? What's going on? Where do we see ourselves in the next year?
Well, hopefully everywhere.
Yeah.
As Jim said, we need
we got
somebody to buy us.
Part of our mission as well is our military, our Revenant mission. We've got our military involved. They've got their own strains.
Really?
They'll be running that part of our umbrella. And we're trying to get they're dealing with the same problems we are in football. They're losing so many guys through
PTSD,
suicide, because these guys are on pills as well. And a lot of them don't realize that they can actually use cannabis instead of pills, but they're so worried about losing benefits. But it was written in the law years ago that they will not lose their benefits, but they're never told that. So
right.
we're trying to get that message out to them as well.
So there's a lot of educational there, because my brother's a veteran, and he was doing 3 tours in the Marine Corps, and I know he's a medical patient in Illinois. And what I've been told was always, if you were on, if you did your 10, 20, whatever, and you were getting your monthly check from the military, you would lose your benefits.
Now that's what they all believe, but it was written in the law many years ago that they don't let them know that.
Really?
They don't let them know it.
So there's a whole lot of education that needs to be done for veterans to educate them, to let them know that they can be. I'm assuming it has to be medically prescribed, or is it rec as well?
No, I think anywhere
there's no medical prescription from them.
Well, not from the VA.
Not from them. But they don't accept any of that. They just, don't ask, don't tell, and you got to know your rights.
Right.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Just like when you get pulled over, right? Now, all the Pop Brothers guys, know your rights, know what to say, because they can manipulate it real quick, and you could be, in a bad situation.
Yep.
No, you cannot look in my glove box.
Absolutely not.
Am I detained or am I free to go?
Right.
Yeah, one of my best friends, he was in the military as well, and he was on prescription pills for multiple years after. I saw his decline once he got out, and he turned to cannabis about 5 years ago, and he turned his life around. He just bought a house recently, and he's been doing really well, and it's just amazing to see the effects that cannabis has on.
Cannabis is not a gateway drug. Everybody talks about that. It's an exit drug. It gets you off all the other crap that you're on.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about, what about? I was like, well, there's your proof. It's an exit drug.
Yeah.
If Snoop Dogg can stop smoking weed, how is it not?
Marketing stunt there.
Marketing stunt. A really well done, marketing stunt. But yeah. So with this, I'm really curious now. So with this medical program, not the medical program, but the military program, is this something that you're hiring military veterans into, or is this just like specific strains designed for?
Yeah, we have some. Our mission driven side of this is Purple Heart, and that's we've got some Purple Heart recipient guys that have been involved with what we're doing and around us, and we want to help them.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so continue to support these veterans out here with what we're doing, as well. In our community, it's very relative, as Jim was saying, and so it's important for us to continue to get that message out and try to help as many people as we can. And a lot of the military guys, they get lost in the mix because they don't have the big names and all that stuff. So, and you've got certain groups that have been out there, Weed for Warriors, all that, they've already paved the way. But guys that want to start their brands, there's been a few, the Helmet Valley guys, they've done a great job, and Weed for Warriors, and we've got other guys too that have been real close to us. So we want to help them, and we've got the mission component of ours and our Purple Heart line that's coming out.
So are you specifically marketing towards like veteran-owned businesses, or?
It's just it's just a brand. I mean, we started a brand, and we're trying to get that everywhere, and so just continue to get that brand out there like anything else, and hopefully people support it, and hopefully make some money for them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now, I'm just curious because I'm sorry, I talk a lot. So
no worries.
He knows.
I can ramble.
He knows.
So, now, is there any way to work with other auxiliary groups like? I'm brain farting here, but like
we want to work with everybody.
No, but like the Legion or
that's our thing.
Like the different military veteran groups.
Sure.
Beyond like the Weed for Warriors, but
sure. Yeah, I mean, the Main Street platforms, they got a lot of risk involved in being able to associate with cannabis. That's a whole nother uphill battle.
Yeah.
When you're talking to Main Street stuff, as far as associations or actual groups, they can't really stand behind it, So it's got to continue to be this, recreational novelty pursuit, in their eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but still, I think it's phenomenal. I mean, I think out of and let's get a little political. Let's hit under the belt. But I mean,
here we go.
We are running for office too.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Are you?
We're going to try to change some things.
Shit. Well, let's talk about this.
Let's pivot here.
I can tell you this. Like, I mean, I think like veterans are one of the most underserved groups in the country. You know what I mean? Like, well, they come back, and it's like, oh, here we go. Let's get you on the pills. You know what I mean? Or it's the paperwork. It's going to take, come through and do the test 14, 15, 16, 17 times. I've seen it happen where it's like, oh, you were wounded, you were this, you were that. We're just going to prescribe you this. Or you have to come back for 14 different tests before we approve the surgery or any of the stuff that you actually need to get healthy caused by standing next to the oil burns.
Right.
Or, like wherever you were stationed, like there's all sorts of stuff that went down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's just kind of how it goes for military,
Totally.
Once you get out, it's just...
Well, the worst
Sure,
is
the
them how
pills
they
for you,
take
yeah.
their benefits from it and
absolutely.
take their credits.
Yeah.
And the fear of that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I got a buddy who's a Navy SEAL, combat medic.
Right.
And was in massive battles and in saving lives and, and because he tested positive for marijuana and at the wrong time, in front of the wrong people, they take everything from you, They dishonorably discharge,
That's
horrible,
guys
man.
for
That's
testing
bullshit.
positive
That's
for
what it
weed.
is.
It's
It's bullshit.
when they're in the
just
military.
hands down, it's bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
But at the same time, coming out, I think just even trying to get a job.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and it's
absolutely.
normalized to society.
Right, and then we're here now supporting all this stuff and all the Israel stuff, right?
Yeah.
Israeli army soldiers can use cannabis in the battlefield.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Like they understand this,
Right.
So what are we? If we're supporting all these things, and they don't let our soldiers, be supported.
well, it's because I know guys in Israel, and there are some really big like hemp companies.
Huge,
in Israel. That
the research,
Yeah.
everything. Yep.
Yeah.
No, we got to change this, and that's our mission. And we're, as Jim mentioned, we're running and we're creating a Cannabis Freedom Party is what we're calling it.
Amazing.
Yeah, political
Love
party.
it.
We're trying to legitimize, this discussion and then put it on the docket as an actual platform so that hopefully at the end of the day we can maybe get some good questions asked to these people who they're going to put on TV, because they're not going to put us on TV to talk about this. But if we can get it legitimized and
Right.
an actual platform,
well, I mean, you guys will be
working on
YouTube TV.
We're here. We're on MITA.
We're talking.
We're not going away.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
Shit, let's plant our flag.
I'm not
and stay
discounting
here.
your platform.
So I'm assuming is this going into? I'm assuming you guys are starting it as an independent party, or
legit party. We were calling it the Cannabis Freedom Party, and
We've got to go through a process. We got to get a bunch of signatures to get on a ballot.
Okay.
So we're trying to get all our ducks in a row, and like Kyle said, what we want is them to answer some tough questions about cannabis.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
And to clear everything up, get everybody on the same page. I got all these states doing different things, so it's a pain in the butt to try to, work your way around all these different rules in different states. So if we get everybody on the same
let
page.
me know how I sign up to help. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey, spread the word. When you see it on the bill, when you go to vote, and we're there, the Cannabis Freedom Party. Make your choice.
Okay.
What you going to vote for?
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's just crazy that, every single state has different regulations for what they want. I mean, we do packaging Arizona's completely different from Missouri.
Yeah.
And, it's just changing all the time and trying to figure out exactly, how to service those different states and everything like that. And I know you guys are in multiple states right now as well too, so I'm sure that that's a challenge as well,
it
trying
is.
to figure out all
Tough
the
to
different
keep up with all the
regulations.
different regulations
absolutely.
everywhere else.
Especially in packaging,
Oh my gosh, yeah,
this
it's
state you
insane.
can have windows. This state your jars can be glass. Versus this state's everything's
Oh my
blacked
God.
out.
this state you could have a logo
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
it. You can't have a logo.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah,
the plastic seal. It can't be a plastic seal.
You have to say marijuana on your
Yep,
packaging.
that's Missouri right there. Yeah.
Missouri, marijuana. Like, why do we have to speak Spanish? Like,
It's like, okay, if you're going to a dispensary and buying marijuana, you know you're buying it.
Right,
It doesn't
right.
have to be on the packaging.
Yeah.
The biggest font there is
The
saying
biggest.
marijuana.
Biggest
You know what I
font.
mean? It's,
reddest color you can possibly get.
it's crazy.
it's like you can put your company name right here.
Yeah.
But you have to
In
say
this one spot.
marijuana.
Marijuana. It has to scream it from the font.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
Does this font scream marijuana? Okay, that's the one we want.
Unreal,
It
right?
really is.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
a nightmare,
is.
you know. But
it is.
Yeah, we'll hopefully get things normalized here and in an orderly fashion, like Jim said. This has all got to come under order. You know, if we're going to be a country that is being run on such, you know, monolithic policies, then where is the order when it comes to cannabis? It's not there. It's completely out of order, and it has to be reclaimed.
Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree. So what's the most impactful market that you guys have gone into so far?
Impactful? Arizona. I mean, you guys are moving the most. I mean, it is awesome, the industry in Arizona. It is incredible to see. We've been there. The MITA events are always lit. Everybody's having a good time. We had an amazing golf event during the Super Bowl last year, and we're having one that springboarded to having another huge one here at the Super Bowl coming in Vegas this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, Arizona, I'd have to say, because California is just a shit show.
Oh, my God. It's so saturated. There's so many dispensaries.
Taxes and regulations, you know, unreal.
It's insane.
Just, you know, you guys, Arizona seems to be doing it more right than the most. You know, it's a great state.
Hey, I'd love to hear it, man.
Yeah. We move a lot in all the other states, but Arizona loves weed, and we love Arizona.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, can't be upset about Super Bowl weekend, going to Waste Management, enjoying the sun, and going out and playing some
golf. As
golf.
far as regulations and taxation and all of that, there seems to be a better approach there that's more sensible. You know, these, I guess, city councils there have to answer to their community a bit more because it's so widely used and they know everybody's around them using it.
Right.
So they can't do it. You know, it's a good thing.
Well, it's a great way. It's a great way to just destigmatize. You know?
Normalize.
Just normalize.
Normalize. There we go.
Educate. It's because it's been around for forever. You know, it has been.
Well, it was legal back in the 30s.
I know. You know, I mean, shit.
Let's go back to the 30s. We're almost there.
Yeah, if you're going to make America great, our thing is if you're going to make America great again, the color's green.
Right. Always. The color should be green.
It ain't red.
Totally. I think that's the only color that counts.
That's right. That's right.
That's our green agenda, the weed.
I'm with it. I'm with it. All right. So how does, you know, how do people support? I mean, are we doing fundraising yet? Or are we?
Yeah, we're getting everything organized as we speak. You know, creating a potential super PAC, the whole deal.
Really?
And see how big we can rally this community.
I love it.
You know, it's a big community. The cannabis community is massive, and you know, I don't know if we'll get the vote on election day. You know, because it'll go to the stupid two parties. But at least we can hopefully get some good buzz, and people demand these people answer questions.
We need more than two parties, though. You know.
No, we have to.
We absolutely do.
There has to be.
And why shouldn't it be weed?
Honestly, I feel like if everybody in cannabis got together, and just said, "Fuck these,"
we could win.
People.
There's no doubt.
We want something.
We believe that.
You would have
all the people that use cannabis,
all
they
the people
voted.
that
We could win.
actually voted for cannabis instead of like. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like
the closet people can mail in.
On this. Yeah. Don't get me started on this, but I feel like there's such a power in that there could be a massive disruption, and I feel like just.
It's a massive platform. It speaks to everything.
We need a massive disruption with the way things are going right now. We need some disruption.
Yeah. Something needs to happen. Something needs to change.
Disruption's not bad, you know.
Yeah, but it has real resolutions. That's the message, you know, from the green agenda to social justice to everything when it comes to medicine, of course, and what we've experienced with this plant. Economics. I mean, you got the Safe Banking Act still sitting there, not passed. You got billions of cannabis dollars sitting out here while we're being told we're in a deficit. You know, like, really? Why don't you allow us to unleash this industry?
To run our business,
and we'll bring manufacturing and all these other things back to America because they're not making all the things that we could make in hemp and all this other stuff here with cannabis and overseas, and we could do that here and rejuvenate the entire country. It's real. It can happen.
Talk about a real economic stimulus package.
And it's there. It's not fake.
That's so many different levels.
If you hit every cannabis platform mark into what these things are going wrong with our country, you plug in cannabis to that and a flat tax, it's over. In 5 years, this country's back to everybody owing us, not us owing everybody else.
But it's also back to like entrepreneurs running businesses, feeling good about running businesses. You know what I mean? It's empowering the next generation and building like.
That's right. American innovation.
I could go on this for forever.
Make America great again. Green.
Make America
green again.
Make America green again.
That's
there we
right.
go. All right.
Yeah, that's the MAGA I support right there.
That's right. That's right. Damn right.
Well, let's go support it. Let's go find that smoking
Let's
section.
do it.
All right,
Let's do it.
gentlemen, let's
Go support it right now.
We're going to go have a safety meeting. Thank you so much for jumping on.
Thank y'all.
So, do they go to Revenant?
Yeah, RevenantMJ.com or rev-mj.com. I don't know, search it up. We're working on new websites and things all the time, right?
Okay.
But all the social media platforms, Revenant, REV, and check us out.
Fair enough.
Support
Absolutely.
it.
Awesome.
Thank
All
y'all.
right, guys. Thanks for having us.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Safety session on. And this has been another episode of award-winning MITA Unshackled.